How do you do? I'm very happy to have this personal visit with you. Won't you be seated, please?
The scars ain't healed yet. I lost some people, I'm still attached. Guess a nigga just built solid under all this pressure, I still ain't cracked. Soon as I stepped a foot in hell, the devil yelled, nigga, welcome back. Obviously, I'm a one-to-one. No wonder why I never met my match. Life too short, I second that. The more time I spend, the less I have. Fell asleep in my barber's chair, I swear that's the most rest I had. Every morning I wake up, check my bank accounts, and then check my stash. I'm preparing for a rainy day, ain't no umbrella gon' protect my ass. I be damned, when it rains it pours. Karma's real, I can't blame a soul. I ain't never been afraid to get it out the mud, bitch, I brought a change of clothes. Where I'm from is a danger zone. Lucky me, I'm still hanging on. I know some niggas in they 40s seeking unemployment, still can't leave the game alone. On the highway to hell, Jesus take the wheel, praying you can bring us home. Riding with the fire, even when I'm flying, every day is Game of Thrones. Then I brought an extra sitting around mad, that's if anything go wrong. Shooting for the stars, got my old dogs wishing they had came along. Bad news, that ship sailed a long time ago and I ain't seen it since. Came a long way, got a long way left to go, I can't be content. Can't forgive what I can't forget, it's a new year but I ain't changing shit. If I ain't fuck with you, I still don't and I never will. Fuck you think this is? No tears on my handkerchief, my food for thought, man, stain your dish. Shooting for the stars, I ain't missed a shot, bitch, I got aim assist. If and when the going ever gets tough, it's back to the basics. I can make it through the pain, cause my wife and kids in my first aid kit. Scars ain't healed yet, I lost some people, I'm still attached. I guess a nigga just built solid under all the pressure, I still ain't cracked. Soon as I stepped a foot in hell, the devil yelled, nigga, welcome back. Obviously, I'm a one-to-one. No wonder why I never met my match. Life too short, I second that. The more time I spend, the less I have. Fell asleep in my barber's chair, I swear that's the most rest I had. Every morning I wake up, check my bank account, and then check my stash. I'm preparing for a rainy day, no umbrella gon' protect our ass. Long live pill. I'm preparing for a rainy day, no umbrella gon' protect.
And welcome to another episode of Conversation with your man Big Unc, Uncut. Peace. What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. If you don't know what time it is, at least you see what motherfucking time it is, man. That's right, time for another episode of Conversation with your motherfucking man. And this is Uncut. And before I get started, man, you know, like I always do, man, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for choosing to come fuck with your man on this motherfucking Monday, man. Because you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, man. And the reason I say you can be anywhere in the world, man, because you know nowadays you grab your goddamn phone, man, shit. You can be wherever the fuck you want to be, man. You know what I'm saying? See, like when I was growing up, man, I ain't want to get off and talk when I was growing up, shit, man. You gonna say like, baby. But anyway, man, like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all again, man, for coming to fuck with me today, man. I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc, man. This is my live streaming show, man, that airs every Monday at 6:30. If you didn't know, and for those that do know, man, hey, man, tell somebody that don't know, man. But until then, man, let's get right into this thing, man. Like I said, you know, this episode right here, man, is called We All Just Practicing, man. We all just practicing. And the reason, man, I came with this shit because I kind of touched on it last week, man. But I felt like, you know, I really didn't get a chance to motherfucker really dive into it, man. You know what exactly what I mean when I say, you know, we all just practicing. You know, because, you know, like we take our life serious and shit, as you should. But at the end of the day, man, you got to realize, man, that, you know, we all just practicing, man. And before I get started, man, you know, I like to throw this disclaimer out there, man, to let y'all know, look, man, I ain't on this motherfucker trying to act like I know everything, man. I just know about what I know about the experiences I done had in life, man. And since I know we all live in life, man, I figure shit, the same thing I done went through, you can go through if you make the same motherfucking choices. And some of the things that I done been through, you gonna go through, man. Meaning you gonna lose some of the people that you love, man. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already, you know, I'll talk about I lost my dad, I lost a lot of people I love, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's life, man. And that's why, man, you know, can't feel like, you know, like when life happening, it's just happening to you, man. Shit is happening to everybody, man. Just happening to you today at this time. But like I said, man, I'm your man, Big Unc, man. And like I said before, man, look, man, my show for anybody, it just ain't for everybody, man. You know, because everybody don't want to hear the type of shit I got to say, man. You know what I'm saying? And hey, but it is what it is, man. Because like I tell you, man, we allowed to believe what we want to believe, man. But I believe, man, if what you believe in ain't allowing you to get the way you want to be at in your life, then you probably believe in the wrong motherfucking thing, man. Because see, all I'm asking you to do is just believe in yourself, man. I ain't asking you to go believe in me, believe in nothing I'm doing. Nothing. Nah, man, listen, man, this is my life. You know what I'm saying? And these experiences that I'm having are for me. You know, I can share my experiences with you, and maybe you can goddamn understand some of the things that I be talking about, man. But at the end of the day, man, shit, man, hey, shit, only I know what I'm going through, man. Just like you the only one know what you're going through, man. But like I said, man, you know, and the reason I say that, because, you know, you have people come on, you know, that be on here, not on my show, but, you know, that be online and shit, man. And these people be talking to you like they know. You know what I'm saying? Like they figured, like I'm telling you, man. And I just know, man, when people talk like that, you know, like when they feel like, yo, what they saying gonna change your life, I just already know, man, shit. Motherfucker practicing. You know what I'm saying? It's just that what they've been practicing doing in their life got them the way they at in their life, and they feel like if they share that with you, it can help you get the way you want to get in your life. But that ain't how it work, man, because that ain't how life work, man. Because see, we all may go through the same thing, but our experiences, how we go through them, gonna be different. And that's what throw all of it off, man. See, because 1 + 1 gonna always equal 2. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But the things that we go through in life, man, they ain't gonna always add up the same. And you're gonna have people that's gonna want to try to tell you, like, oh, this, and that. And like I said, man, I ain't saying don't listen. I'm just saying always realize that's what they experienced in life when they were going through what they went through in life. But that may not be what you experienced. Even though you're going through the same thing, your experience while you going through them may be totally motherfucking different, man. I tell people, because it's like this right here. No matter what you got, no matter, people always talk, they go through things over and over again. But each time you go through it, it's gonna be a different experience. You know what I'm saying? Something you might have went through when you was a child. Now that you go through it, now that you're going through it, that you're an adult, shit, you gonna deal with it a whole lot differently now because you're an adult and you done experienced life more. So that one thing that you might have not been able to deal with when you was a child, now you can deal with it a lot different. At least I hope you can. And that's what experiences are about, man. Every day is an experience, man. But it's your own personal experience, man. How you experience the day may not be how the person you sitting next to experienced the day. So you can't always feel like because you went through something this way that the person that you conveying your message to can go through it the same way you go through. Because see, it may not line up the same. And so that's why I want to get into this thing, man, why I just say, like, yo, we all just practicing, man. You know what I'm saying? We all just practicing. You know, hey, no matter what you're going through in life, you just practicing going through it. Now, look, I ain't talking like no educational shit, because like I said, 1 + 1 gonna always equal 2. You know what I'm saying? But how you get somewhere in life may not be the same way another person got there in life, even though y'all ended up in the same place. So I'm not talking about like, you know, you practicing, learn. No, that's what you go to school for. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about life, like the things you go through every day in your life, the things that you dealing with, not the shit you dealing with at your job. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the things that you dealing with on a personal level. And that's all what, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we be practicing on, man. And so that's why I tell people, like, you know what I'm saying, man, you know, that's the difference between, you know, sports and games, because people always talk about like, oh man, you know, you got to play chess, your life like chess. But like I tell you, I know that ain't true, because like I said before, in chess, you can only move certain ways with certain pieces. And once you decide to move that piece, you can't move no other piece but that piece. But that ain't how it is in life, because it be some things that's gonna go on in your life that you may be about to do something, and you may have to not do it. You may have to do something totally different. And that ain't how you play chess. And that's why I tell people, and that's why life ain't no game. You know, I say, and when I talk about practice, man, you know, like, just think about like in the NFL or, you know, any sports, you know, they practice before the game. Before the season start or before the games they have to go play on the weekend, they practicing. And the reason they practicing, because they get the chance to see exactly what they need to do just in case certain things happen. They'll know what the plays to call. But see, that ain't how it is in life. See, we practicing in the biggest game of our life while the game going on. We practicing while the game going on. So that's why I tell people, like, you should take, like, the mistakes that you make sometime in life, don't take them so serious. Just try to learn from those mistakes. So that way, once you go through something else, you know how to deal with that shit. Don't be overlooking shit. Don't be thinking like, oh man, this is the only time this is gonna happen to me, because that ain't always true. And that's why I say, man, your life is full of experiences, man, that only you can relate to. That's only gonna be useful to you. Yeah, you may can tell your children about the things that's gonna happen in life, and you may share stuff, but at the end of the day, man, they're gonna have their own experiences, and they're gonna have to make their own decisions on how they choose to get through what they go through in their life. And so, yeah, man, you know, I just wanted to goddamn come share that with you, man, and like let you know, man, like, yo, you know, that's all this shit is about, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just practicing, man. Every day you get up, man, you just practicing on how to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? I tell people it's just like, you know, when you have a baby or something, right? And everybody want to tell you that done had a kid, want to tell you what you need to do in order to raise your kid. And don't get me wrong, they might be giving some good advice, but you got to remember that advice worked for them raising their child. Those experiences they had raising their child. And what separates your experience from their experience gonna be your child. Your child may be a little smarter than their child. So you may not have to work as hard as they had to work getting their child to learn certain things. You may be financially in a better situation than they are. So their experiences gonna be different from what your experiences may be. Like I said, you know, I'm not saying that we shouldn't listen and we shouldn't. No, we should. I'm just saying, don't get so wrapped up in expecting things to work out the way somebody else told you they should work out. Because see, you have to remember, this is your experience, and these are the things you're going through in your own life. So, like I said, you know, that's even like goddamn, you might have had one kid, and you may feel like, oh man, you know, I can raise one kid, shit, I can raise two. But raising two kids ain't like raising that one kid. That's a totally whole different experience. And not only do you have to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, experience what it feel like to raise two kids, now you have to that experience plus the experience of being there when they growing up. It's all different kind of experiences that go in to raising children, man. And listen, like I told y'all, man, I ain't on this motherfucker acting like I know anything or everything. I'm just telling y'all about some of the experiences that I done had in my life and why I feel the way I feel about this right here. Because like I said, man, you know, at the end of the day, man, we all just practicing, man. We all just practicing. And the reason we practicing is because we trying to provide a life or trying to provide a situation for our children that was better than the one we was raised up in. And that don't mean that, you know, your experiences with your family or with your parent may have been a bad experience. It's just that, man, you should want to elevate. You should want to come up better. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it works. And then your children will take those experiences and hopefully they can find a better way to be parents than we were. See, that's what the experiences I'm talking about in life, man. See, we need these experiences, man. So that way, when the next generation or when your children grow up, you know, they can have a better outlook on life. And they may see that it was something that you might have been doing that they say, you know what, I'm going to be better at that because I'm going to do it this way. And like I said, it ain't saying that the way you was doing it was bad. No, I'm just saying that, man, in order for us to keep elevating, in order for us to become, you know what I'm saying, more conscious about the things we do every day, you know what I'm saying, on a personal level, as far as the way we treat each other, the way we deal with each other. See, the only reason things are the way they are today because of all the experiences we had to get to this point, to feel the way we feel about the things we feel, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way we treat each other. Like I tell people, like I understand, like, yeah, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's hell, man. Yo, I'm telling you. You know how it is out here in this world. But I tell motherfuckers, man, it used to be worse than this. Yeah, you think about the guns and all that stuff. I'm talking about how we treated each other. How we treated each other, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go back and you listen to some older people talk about racism, and you go back and you read some older books that talk about how they used to. Man, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, we still can do better, but that take time, man. That take these experiences that I'm talking about. For people to some point get to where in their life and they be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to experience that no more. So I'm going to have to be better. You see, that's why I say, man, like, that's all we really doing is practicing, man. We practicing on how to be better people so we can deal with each other better. I ain't talking about far as all that other shit, man. You know, all the stuff we built. You know, you got to go to school to learn that shit. But that type of shit don't never change. 1 + 1 always gonna equal 2. But how two people go through life gonna always be different. Because life is always changing, man. Your life is always changing. Now, the things you do every day don't change. Like I said last week, most of y'all been doing the same thing every day for the last couple of years. And it has benefited you. Because that just means you being consistent. That means you ain't stopped doing the things you need to be doing in your life that's going to allow you to keep living your life the way you live in your life. And for those that haven't been doing, then that's the reason you fucked up right now. That's the reason you fucked up. Because either you consistently doing the wrong thing or you consistently doing the right thing. Now, that depends on what the right thing may be to you. I'm talking about the right thing, man. And the right thing is the right thing, man. And it don't involve the wrong thing. So like I said, man, you know, I just want to tell like people that, because, you know, when we take it serious and, man, you fail and you get all fucked, man, look, you're just practicing. Now, look here, man. I ain't talking about sitting out here goddamn making the same mistakes over and over again. The same mistakes you was making you was a kid, you making them same mistakes when you a motherfucking adult. Because let me tell you something about practicing around your children. And I know this firsthand, because like I said, people, I always talk about the things I done did in my life and what I done been through in my life. Because like I said, I'm just talking about life, and we all going to experience that shit. We all gonna be able to understand some of the shit that I be talking about, even if you ain't being down that road that I'm talking about. But we all done experience this shit, man. And that's what life is about, man. Life is about experiencing, man. That's why they call it experience. Everybody gonna have their own experience, man. Yeah, we might go through. That's like goddamn, you know, you go somewhere and eat something. Your experience may be like you love that place. Somebody else's experience may be like they didn't. Same place, different experience. But I just try to tell people, like, man, you know, like, yeah, man, but you just can't be out here making these mistakes over and over, man, because I'm telling you, life don't give a fuck. If it take you 30 years to get it right, it took you 30 motherfucking years to get it right. You just better hope you got 30 more extra motherfucking years to goddamn enjoy what you done got right. Cause see that I prayed, I'm telling you, man, that's what I think about, man. Cause like I told y'all, man, I don't get on this motherfucker be acting like, yo, I know everything and yo, I'm just, no, I don't. I'm telling you, man, I just know about the things I done experienced in life, and I try to share those things with y'all, man. I try to tell you, like, this is how I got the way I'm at in my life. And I'm not saying by you, I'm just telling you, man, take accountability, goddamn, be more responsible with the things you do and the things you say, and treat people right, man. And man, I'm telling you, man, eventually it's gonna work out. But I don't get on here, man, and be acting like, yo, I know more, I know something. No, I don't, man. And I ain't trying to act like I do, man. Your life is your life. And how you go through these experiences you go through in life, man, gonna be totally up to you. You know, you have people all, you know what I'm saying? I tell people, yeah, we go through the same things. You know, that's why people like to say, you know, when you go through something, you know, like when I lost my father, and people will say that they lost their parent, they'll say, you know, I know exactly what you're going through. But no, they don't. They just think because they done went through that experience that you went through, that your experience is going to be the same, but they not. They might have not loved their parent the way you love your parent. They may not have been as close as, you know what I'm saying? They may not, you know, it's a lot of circumstances and situations that go into the experience that make it the experience, man. It ain't just because we going through the same thing. It's about the things that led up to you even going through that situation. See, that's what make your experience your experience. And so that's why I say, man, like, yo, man, I ain't tell you, man, like, for real, man, like, I'm not saying don't take your life serious because you should, but man, you can't be taking these goddamn things, the failure, man. Failure is just a part of life. Failure is part of the experience. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, know, so I got some shit over here, man, because somebody has hit me with a tape. But oh, appreciate you. You already know what it is. Thank y'all for joining me, man. Oh, man, I'm sorry. You know, my YouTube, my Instagram, you know, anybody out there that's fucking with me tonight, man. Thank y'all for joining me tonight. You already know what it is, man. But like I said, man, tonight's show, man, we talk about experiences, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we all just out here practicing, man. That's all we doing. We all out here practicing. Some people act like, you know what I'm saying, they know, but they don't motherfucker. They just know about what they needed to know to get the way they at in their life. And sometimes it sounds like, you know, they be trying to act like they know more than what you know. No, they just experience, they just experience more than what you experience. But that don't make them know more than what you know. They may be going through the same thing over and over again. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean shit. My thing, man, is like, yeah, experience these things, but learn the lesson that come with these experiences, man. Because like I said, I ain't saying you ain't going to go through it again. It just won't be your fault for why you go through these experiences again. It may be somebody else's, but because you're aware of it, you know what to do with it before you even have to, man, I'm telling you, man. So like I said, man, I just want to say, man, thank y'all for joining me tonight, man. Look, I ain't going to take up too much time. We're going to get into the shit, man, because I got some more shit. I ain't going away now. You know, I'm just goddamn, you know, trying to slow this shit down, man, and goddamn, because like I told y'all, man, hey, look, I'm just practicing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just practicing doing this show, man. I'm just practicing, and the reason I'm practicing, because I'm getting ready for the big stage, man. Whenever that time comes, I'm going to be ready. And that's what you have to be doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Just know you practicing, but the problem is, man, you practicing in the most important game of your motherfucking life. Your life, man. And any mistake could cost you your life. So like I said, man, you know, hey, okay. You know, I tell you, it took me a long time to get my shit right, man. It did. That's why I'm telling you, I'm enjoying it as much as I can. Because I've seen people, man, spend their whole life bullshitting and then turn around to change their life just to die. Ain't even get a chance to enjoy it. They ain't get a chance to enjoy the life. Yeah, they changed and they became who they, but man, before they can enjoy it, man, because see, life don't give a fuck, man. That's why you got to give a fuck. And that's why you got to get up every day, man, and you got to make sure you need to be doing what you're supposed to be doing in your life while you going through these experiences that you're going through. So yeah, man, you know, listen to people. You know what I'm saying? Let people goddamn give you advice on this, and that. Because I'm saying good advice is good advice. I'm just saying sometimes bad advice sound like good advice. Because like I said, man, how they went through their experiences is how they went through their experience, man. And a lot of times they don't tell you that part. They just say, man, I understand, man. I know what you're going through. But do they? Do they? So look, man, hey, we about to goddamn get into this next darn trip, man. I'm about to goddamn, you know, got to drink some water, man, blow my shit, man, and we're going to come back into this motherfucker, man. But until then, man, y'all stay with me, man. But if you can't stay with me, don't worry about it, man. This motherfucker going to get uploaded to YouTube. You can go back and watch that motherfucker then. But if you're sticking around, man, thank you for sticking around. It means so much. It's an honor and a privilege to have you here fucking with me tonight, man. I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc, man, and this is Don Trip, man. Say less.
streets.
They say I only rap about getting dollars. I don't see the problem. Pardon me, I thought niggas wanted out of poverty. Is it just me? If so, let me not stand in the way of your broke ass destiny. It's the check for me, cause if I ain't there to get paid, you ain't got a check for me. Can't live broke, can't die broke, cause if I die broke, I can't rest in peace. If money ain't your necessity, then send your motherfucking check to me. Hit my line, you can reach me at 1-900, nigga please. I'm disgusted online when I find my business in your debate. Boy, you'll believe anything you think Google can tell you what I make. I ain't had to buy school supplies cause I never did stop getting paper. Why you focus on how I eat when you ain't even welcome at my dinner table? Say less. Say less. Yeah. How you focus on how I eat when you ain't even welcome at the dinner table? Say less. More money, less stress. That's our lesson for today, class dismissed. Ain't interested in half this shit. You can't name a single ass out kiss. Tony Montana showed me that the world was mine, then I hopped my ass in the blimp. Mama made me drop a bag on the rent. Either that or we gon' have to pitch a tent. We know money talks, let's talk money. You ain't talking dollars, you ain't making sense. Tell me, do you know how this shit feels? Come home, all your shit on the curb. If you know the feeling, then you know that free shit is for the birds. Nigga, say less. Say less. Say less. Money talk less, please talk more bucks. If money ain't in the conversation, then please shut the fuck up. Please, I'm begging you, please, the prettiest, please hop off my nuts. Cause the bank is about to close and I'm in a rush. Say less. Say less. Long little pill. Long little pill. Yeah. Say less. Say less.
What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is. That's right, back with the second half of Uncut. I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc, man. If you those that stuck around, man, thank y'all for sticking around, man. You know, like I said, man. But hey, like I told you before, man, hey, I do this because this is what I love to do, man. This is what I love to do. So whether it's 1 to 100,000, I don't care, man. I'm gonna be here regardless, man. Cause like I say, I'm just creating content, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when I leave this earth, man, somebody gonna know I was here, man. And before I leave this earth, I'm trying to get paid for doing this shit, man. But if I don't, man, shit, I'm just doing what I love to do, man. And I hope you doing what you love to do, man. Because that's very motherfucking important, man. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, ain't nothing worse than waking up every day doing some shit you know you don't love to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing worse than that. And 9 times out of 10, if you in this motherfucker doing some shit you don't love to do, man, you probably goddamn need to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because that's an experience, man. I don't think no man. Fuck. Now I'm telling you, man. Do what you love to do, man. Do what you love to do. And I ain't saying sometimes you ain't gonna be able to do what you love to do all the time. But until that time come, man, shit, you better figure out a way to do it. But like I said, man, I'm your man, Big Unc, and I just want to say thank y'all for joining me tonight, man. You know, this episode is, man, episode 19. We all just practicing. We all just practicing, man. And you know, people, you want to know, man, well, what we practicing for, man. I tell people, man, like I said, we practicing because, man, we want to make it better for the ones that's coming up coming up with us or coming up after us, man. You know, we want to goddamn, you know what I'm saying? We practicing because, you know, we want to make our experiences, you know what I'm saying, better than the experiences we had coming up. You know what I'm saying? We may not want to have certain people going through hurt that we may have went through, man. But the only way you can goddamn get through that is practice on being better. Practice on better, having a better attitude. Practice on not being angry all the time. Practice on loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to practice all these things until they become a habit. And once that become a habit, man, that's your life. See, the reason ain't because you ain't always practicing that. You practicing something else. You practicing anger. You practicing hate. You practicing goddamn misery. You practicing goddamn depression. You practicing all the other kind of shit that's gonna keep you boggled down in the things that you're going through in your life instead of trying to practice on being a better person. See, that's what we practicing, man. That's why we practicing. Because, man, if we wasn't out here practicing on trying to be better, man, just think how the world would still be. Because like I said, man, you know, we like to talk about, you know, how bad the world is now, man. But at one time, it was a whole lot worse than this right here, far as the way we treated each other, man. Shit. At one time, black people couldn't even eat in the restaurant, had to go in the back of the restaurant. There's a lot of things that's done changed because of how we started practicing on dealing with each other and got that. And that's what this shit is about, man. So that's why we have to keep practicing, man. We can't just settle and just think like this is how life is just because somebody treats you as no. You practice on being the better person. That person, that them people that you say we need more in the world, why don't you start practicing on trying to become one of them people? And like I said, you know what I said, man, you know, and that's all it is when you raising these kids, man. We just practicing. We practicing on how to be better parents. The problem is sometimes we be practicing on how to even get along with the person we having a child with. So you practicing on how can we got them make this thing work while y'all practicing on how to raise a child. See, the reason I talked about this shit, man, see, that's some of the shit I was doing, man, without even knowing it. See, the reason I'm able to have this understanding that I have now about life, man, is because of all the experiences that I went through in life. And I just came to the realization, man, shit, I just been practicing. There ain't no excuse, but I was practicing, man. I'm still practicing. I'm 53 years old, man. I'm still practicing on how to be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's it. I just had a son. I'm practicing on how to raise my son. You know, I ain't practicing. I ain't got them. Have my son financially. I'm ready. Like I tell man, all that. I'm not tripping on none of that. Well, people here thinking like, you know, like, oh man, you know, man, I know your son over there, man, kicking at, man. Everybody kicking my ass over here, man. Shit, I'm ready and I'm prepared for my son. Being ready and prepared for my son. I was ready and prepared for my son before we even got prepared to have my son. See, I tell people I just always be like, not always, but ever since I started taking accountability for my life and getting up every day and choosing to do the right things in my life, man, I'm being prepared, man. See, I ain't preparing for no rainy day, man. I'm preparing for a sunny day every motherfucking day. Rain, sleet, or motherfucking snow, man. See, I don't have a failures mentality, man. I'm not planning for nothing bad to happen in my life, man, because I'm in control of my life, man. And I ain't saying that everything that go on in my life, I got control over it. But as long as I got control over my life, I got control over everything else that motherfucking go on in my life, man. So like I said, man, yeah, I'm practicing, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You had one kid, you have two kids. Now you practicing on how to raise two kids. You have three kids. Now you practicing on what it is to raise three kids. Why are you practicing goddamn raising the first kid? See, like I said, man, 1 + 1 gonna always equal 2, man. But one kid don't always equal 2 kids when you can't afford to take care of them motherfuckers, man. See, like you got 1,000 of them. So like I say, man, you know, I ain't want to take up too much of y'all time tonight, man. I just wanted to come and goddamn run this down on you, man, and just let you know, man, like, yo, just take it easy, man. Don't get so down and beat up on yourself because you out here making certain mistakes in your life. See, the only mistakes that you need to goddamn come to goddamn grips with is the ones that you been making ever since you was a motherfucking child. See, I call them self-inflicted mistakes. See, them kind of mistakes that you know better. Because see, at the end of the day, man, we all know right and wrong. Whether or not we want to take accountability and accept that fact, hey, man, that's on you. And that's how you choose to get up every day and ignore your life. And that's what you do with it. But at the end of the day, man, I know we all know right from wrong, man. And as long as you know right from wrong, you should let that be your compass about how you go through your life. The same way a compass got north, south, east, west, you got a compass that just say this the right thing to do and this the wrong thing to do. Because I tell people, man, hey, we all got that, man. We all got that feeling you get when you know you ain't doing what's right. Some people, you just overlook it because we want to do what's right for us, what's best for us. And what's best for you may not be best for what you got going on in your life. It may not be best for the people that's in your life. See, I used to live like that. I used to do what was best for me, man. And it ain't always work out for nobody else. And sometimes it ain't even work out for me, because when you living like that, man, life don't work with you. See, now I just get up and I just do what's best. I don't do what's best for me. I don't do what's best for my wife. I do what's best for our family. See, that's how that works. Because see, as long as I'm doing what's best for my family, man, we always gonna be straight. See, because I know what mattered now, people. See, at one time, I really didn't know what mattered, man. I thought all that other shit that y'all think mattered really mattered, but I know it don't matter, man. You know, I know it don't matter. The only thing matter, man, is how I choose to get up every day and live my life. And if I believe in myself and do I treat people right. See, that's all that really matter, man. See, all that other shit I got to go to school for and learn. But I ain't got to learn right from wrong. I already know that, man. Before I was taught that, I knew that. I told you, I got cats in here. No, they don't understand me. But if they doing something that they know they shouldn't do, and I be like, hey, stop there, just go. I know that. So I know that if a person choose to do something, man, wrong, man, you can't get no pass for that, man. That's what you chose to do with your brain. But like I said, man, you know, man, can't take this shit like this, man. This just life, man. And as long as you got life on this earth to live, I advise you to live it. I advise you to get up every day and start practicing on what it takes to become a better version of you while you're going through these experiences that you're going through in life, man. And no matter how many people you see going through the things that you're going through, just know they ain't going through them like you. That's their experience. This your experience. Shit, how we ain't all experienced the coronavirus the same. Yeah, we was all in the house, but I'm telling you, how we experiences that we had going through that shit, we all didn't go through the same, man. Yeah, you can call somebody and be like, yeah, man, I got a charge, but the experience, man, the things that lead up to the experience, the things that happened during the experience, the people that was involved in the experience. See, that's what makes everything change. That's what makes the whole experience different. Because you are you and I am me, man. And we can't swap that out. We can swap these stories out, but we can't swap who we are out, man. And who we are, it's going to be who we are until we leave this earth, man. No matter how much you try to fake, no matter how much you put on these different color hairs and how much you fix yourself up, at the end of the day, undress or dress, you still who you are, and you're going to be who you are until you leave this earth, man. So yeah, think you fake. Yeah, you can fake it till you make it. But even if you faking it, you still you faking it. So that's why I tell people, nah, don't fake it till you make it. Just make it until you make it. Just get up every day and do the right things, man. Be the right version of you that you need to be to get through these experiences that you're going through. Because see, that's what's making it difficult for you. Because you thinking that, man, it's about the experience. No, it's about you. It ain't about what you're going through. It's about who you are while you're going through it. Your habits play so much a part on your daily life, man, than anything, man. Your own habits, man. See, that's why I tell people, man, my show ain't for anybody. My show ain't for everybody. It's for anybody, man. See, I ain't talking about nothing that's going on out in that world, man. Because I know ain't nothing that's going on out in that world. The reason for why you ain't where you need to be at in your life. See, I know you that. I know that's your fault. Man, motherfucker already talking about how the gas going up and shit. I don't give a fuck, man. I got to get places, man. Man, I told y'all I don't even go and look at. I don't even look at the gas. What am I looking at the price of gas for? Man, I need gas. Nothing to frustrate myself, man. Man, either I got my shit together or I don't, man. And if I got my shit together, I know what I can afford to do. And if I don't, I should know what I can't afford to do. So some people don't. Some people ain't got this shit together and don't even know what they can't afford to do. So they think they can afford to do everything, man. See, I ain't getting caught up. I ain't getting thrown off. I ain't getting distracted off of what I really need to be doing every day in my life, man. So I ain't got to be out here goddamn thinking that the reason I can't go nowhere is because of the price of gas. When the real reason I can't go nowhere is because shit, a nigga ain't got the money to get the gas. And a lot of times people be talking about that shit, ain't got the car. They out here taking Uber. They all in the car with the Uber driver asking the Uber man, how you feel about the gas price going up, man? Is it really affect? Worried about another motherfucking shit. Because people don't like to experience their own experiences, man, on their own. And they'll try to drag you into that shit, man. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, like I said, man, nah, man, because I know what's important, man. I know what's important. And I know what ain't important, man. And worrying about some shit I ain't got no control over ain't really important. Matter of fact, it ain't really important. That shit ain't important at all, man. It ain't important at all. I say it again. The only thing that's important is how you choosing to get up every day, how you choosing to respond to the motherfucking experiences that you about to have for that day, or the one that you having right now. That's all that matters. Because like I said, man, your habits are what's bringing you into these experiences or out of these experiences, man. But listen, man, before I go though, man, the real question is, man, what you practicing? Like, what are you really practicing in order to become the better version of you? Like all these the New Year's resolutions, I bet motherfuckers don't forget about them motherfuckers. Motherfucker ain't thought about them goddamn broken lives, them broken promises they was telling. I tell people, because I tell you, man, the mind don't work like that. You ain't just gonna wake up 2 days or 3 days or a whole week before planning to do some shit you ain't never thought about doing all year long, and then think just because the 31st and the first come, something magically gonna happen and get inside of you that's gonna make you know, man, them same habits you've been having leading up to New Year's, you gonna have them motherfuckers leading out of New Year's too. Until you change, till you start to try to change them habits. Because see, your habits become permanent. And you have to be careful, man. Because if you got children, man, that's around you that you raising, these habits that you having every day, the way the person that you choosing to be every day in front of your children, the things and the way you choosing to handle these things that you're going through in front of your children, see what they'll become to be, they'll become normalized. And then your children will think like, oh, that's just the way you're supposed to deal with shit. See, I'm telling you this because, man, I done been through this shit, man. I had been through shit, man, coming up as a child, man, that was normalized. I just thought, like, you know, you hear people like be like, oh man, that's just life. No, that ain't life, man. That's just the way you practice in life. That's just the way that the person that raised you was practicing life. You know what I'm saying? Because they might have thought like that right there was what, but I'm telling you, man, that's why you were so important. Because you come after your parents and you get a better chance and you get an opportunity to start practicing some better habits that you could take on to be able to put it. I'm telling you, man. See, the reason I say this, man, because I wasn't practicing. Now I am. See, the thing is, I've been practicing for a long time, man. So now me having my son, man, this shit just easy, man. Because I get to share with him some of the things that I've been practicing in my life while I've been experiencing some. But at the end of the day, like I told y'all from the jump, man, he have to experience life for his own self. So no matter how much information I give him, no matter how much things I tell him and try to show him the right ways to go in life, it's up to him and how he chooses to deal with the things and the person he chooses to become and the habits he chooses to take on that's going to decide the outcome of his life. And I have to live with that. And that's the thing about life, man, that hurts so much, man, because we want to have control. We want to be able to goddamn direct and put our children in the place that but that ain't how life works. It ain't work like that for you. So like I said, man, just think about that, man. What are you practicing? How are you choosing to get up every day? Are you disciplined? Are you doing the things that you say you want to do? Are you practicing discipline? Or are you just still out here bullshitting, put things off to the next day and to the next day? Like your life just worked like that. Like you got control over your life. Like you get to decide on how long you live on this earth. And you get to decide on the day you leave this earth. And you don't. Like I said, man, I've seen people use their whole life doing wrong, to wake up, to try to do right, and didn't even get a chance to enjoy it. So like I said, man, I just want to say thank y'all, man, for coming to fuck with me tonight. Look, I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc, man. This is Uncut. Man, I hope I got them, was able to share some things with y'all, man. Because like I said, look, I don't know it. I don't know nothing, man. All I just know is about the things I done experienced in life and the things that I get up every day and I go through, man. And I just try to share them with y'all. I try to share these things with y'all because I know, man, that I ain't special and shit. If I can go through it, you can go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some of the things I done been through, you probably done been through, or you gonna go through. Because I know that's life. At least that's our lives, man. But until that time, man, like I said, man, get up every day, start practicing on being a better person, man. Start being more disciplined in the things that you say you're gonna do in your life, man. Because if not, man, you may wake up, not woke up, man. Until then, I'm your motherfucking man, Big Unc. This is Conversation with Big Unc, man. Thank y'all for joining the motherfucking show, man. And before I go, man, like I said, out one time, my man Don Tripp. Peace.
To you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. This is my token of appreciation for your appreciation of all my sweet creations. Grateful for your patience. I've been in my feelings lately. The marker that I use to write my failures is a dry eraser. I know my time ain't promised. They got my replacement waiting. Nigga, please, you wouldn't survive the fucking orientation. Just take a sec to breathe. You decide your destiny, not go and be the best that you could be. Here's a gift to you from me. Yeah, here's a gift to you from me. Here's a gift to you from me. Dear haters, I know how much it pains you to admit that I'm your favorite. I've taken over your playlist. I know it irk your nerves when they keep calling me the greatest. You really feel the same, but you're just too afraid to say it. You always in my comments, do I pique your fascination? You probably rap too and you wish we could trade places. I know you wish they shot with you instead with all they praises. I got something special for you, hope you take it. Here's a gift to you from me. A special gift to you from me. This is a gift to you from me. This is a gift to you from me. Truly yours, yours truly.